Welcome back to Get Sports Focus. We just finished week 5, and that should be enough time for us to come up with a list of the top receivers that we've seen so far this season. We've covered some really, really good teams. A lot of the teams that we covered are still undefeated. They're at the top of their leagues and top of the rankings. So I'm very, very confident with this list. So here we go. Top 10 wide receivers Get Sports Focus have seen this 24 season so far from weeks 1 through 5. Here we go. Zane St. Laurent from Branham. Saw him against Christopher. He caught some balls. His yards after catch is definitely a huge plus for the QB and Branham. I believe the Bruins can finish up strong and Zane can help them get to the CCS finals in whatever division they end up in. Zane's really good. So he's a playmaker and he's definitely somebody to watch out for. And since we're also looking at some Christopher highlights, I'd like to mention Matthew Anderson, Christopher's tight end. He is a 6'5", 205-pound athlete. He plays baseball. I think from what I heard, he had surgery last year. And so this is really a good year for him so far. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's got 4 touchdowns. And they're all big touchdown plays from his 3-star national recruit QB, Jackson Robinson. Matthew Anderson, I mean, he's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got the hands. I think he should really consider playing football because there's a program out there that's going to benefit from having him around. So I'm going to add him there. Matthew Anderson, Christopher High. At number 9, I got Palo Alto's Jeremiah Fung. He is a senior now, 3-star. Zane's is 3-star, by the way. Jeremiah is also a 3-star. 4 receptions for 110 yards, 32-yard punt return, 4 total tackles against the Kings Academy. So he's more than just a receiver, but I saw him against Fremont, and Jeremiah is a threat. He attracts a lot of attention, which allows the other guys to be open. For Jeremiah to have the stats that he's got, I think, I do think that he would definitely excel in an offense where the ball is thrown a lot. Last Saturday, I saw Valley Christian, and they have a freshman QB, Rome Pritchard Jr. We know Rome from 7-on-7, and we know Riley McIlvain from 7-on-7 as well. They're teammates. He's a 2027 wide receiver DV, and I see a bright future for Riley. His brother was a baller a few years back at VC, but his speed and ability to track down that ball while moving really fast is dangerous. I mean, look at him. So I expect VC to finish strong at the end, and after seeing their potential this weekend, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up in the top 4. Sarah Padres, they have a tight end, Clay Hinsdale. He's doing well. He's the Padres QB, Andrew Hannigan's go-to guy. SI did a fantastic job guarding him, but he still made some crucial catches like he did against Folsom, De La Salle, and St. John Bosco, and of course SI last Friday. But as the season goes on, Clay and the Padres, they'll get better, and it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Last week we saw San Ramon Valley. They have a QB who's very, very good, Rhett Thompson. He's got 13 touchdowns so far this season, and 5 of those touchdowns are to Evan Economist. He's got 13 catches for over 300 yards in 5 games. The Wolves are still undefeated, one of the few left, and October 18th. That's the big game against De La Salle. I'm pretty sure both of them are going to be undefeated, assuming De La Salle beat the London team. But that's going to be a big game for San Ramon Valley. Pittsburgh. They also have a really good QB, Marley Alcantara. He made national news. I call him nephew because he's my Pinoy QB. He's thrown 10 touchdowns this season that counted. I'm pretty sure he's got more that got called back. But this freshman receiver right here, Kenny Ward, he's a two-way player. And I'm going to put him on this list because of what he did against Bosco. I mean, he caught 3 touchdowns against Bosco, Reardon, Monterey Trail. He is the future, and I'm looking forward to seeing him do a lot more things. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being like a 5-star QB by the time he's a senior. St. Francis, Perrion Williams. They call him Pop. He's made the most of his opportunities so far this season. We all know the Lancers have a running offense, but Perrion's made some big plays so far. His 3 touchdowns are short yardage plays, but hey, he steps up when needed. So he's on the list. Perrion Williams.
Williams, a 4-yard touchdown.
Up next, Chris Lawson. Of course, he's a 4-star Washington commit. Chris Lawson plays for the Reardon Crusaders. He's been out in the first part of the season. He's only played 2 games, but despite all that, he still caught 4 catches against Sacred Heart Cathedral for 80 yards and scored a TJ. His TD against Sacred Heart was impressive because basically the whole secondary was on him. He looks healthy, so I expect him to produce a lot against SI this Friday. I'm going to sneak in an SI Wildcat on this list because he deserves it. Zooey Shelton. They'll be hosting Reardon this Friday. I think he can make a difference in the game. He's sneaky quick, and he can get open just like he did against Sarah. He had 7 catches against the Padres, and he managed to get open in the back of the end zone for that touchdown that cut the lead in half. I mean, the momentum swung right back to the Wildcats after that. So SI went on to win 21-20. Zooey Shelton, welcome to the top 10 list. We got 2 more, and this one is a good one. Sanai Thomas, we've known him since he was an 8th grader. He's probably my top 2 receivers. 6 touchdowns for my man, and he's more than reliable. 273 yards in 4 games. That's with all the other guys on the team. If the season were to end right now, Sanai would be in the conversation for Player of the Year. But he's definitely wide receiver of the year. If it was to end right now, he would be the guy.
Touchdown, Crusaders.
And finally, at number 1, since this is the segment about the best receiver we've seen so far this season, we got to give it to St. John Bosco's Madden Williams. We only saw him once, and that was enough for me to put him on the top of the list. In 5 games, Madden's got 6 touchdowns scored, 26 catches for 519 yards. That is impressive. Madden Williams, the best receiver we've seen so far this season. Good luck the rest of the way, and that is pretty much it. That's a pretty good list. GSF top 10 receivers so far from weeks 1 through 5. Let us know what you think. I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot to say about this list, but that is GSF Weekly, Alpha Joaquin solo version. Next week, we'll have Coach Andrew back. We'll be back on Zoom. So this was fun. I enjoyed this. And hey, thank you for watching Get Sports Focus. We'll see you on the sidelines.